Music just feels so good. You're on the number one. TripleThreatFMRadio.com.
What is going on? Welcome back to Triple Threat FM Radio on the Echo Chamber. I'm your host, DJ Echo, and right now I am with gospel recording artist Phoenix Versityle. Phoenix, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I can't even complain,
Uh,
man.
amen, amen, amen. I know you are a super busy woman. I understand that. The new album, we're gonna get into it. The new album is fire, so I can understand why you're so busy. But if you're cool, I'm cool. Let's get right into it. So, when did you start singing?
Man, like honestly, when I was like 6 years old, I sung my first song in a little kids choir at church.
Okay,
I was like 6 years old. I came from a singing family, so we heard music our whole entire life. But I really,
okay,
really, really started singing probably at about the age of 17 years old.
okay. And you kind of touched on one of my other questions, which was your was there other singers in your family, which you just said, and so you basically a church family. You guys been church for your whole life. You've been mostly in church.
Yep. Pretty much. My dad was a quartet singer. We were raised in a Pentecostal church. I mean, we grew up down south, North Carolina, so a lot of people listen to John P. Key, Shirley Caesar, because we're all from North Carolina. You know,
Right. Okay. All
guess
right.
that was the thing.
When when did when did singing translate to okay? I can sing in church. I'm a good singer. When did it kick in for you that this is something that you want to do to make money or to reach hundreds or millions with your music? When did that kind of kick over? Was there like a certain moment? Was it like something that you kind of received from the Lord? Like what was there a moment where it was like, all right, this is the next step I gotta go?
Right. So, like, when I first started out, I just kind of wanted to exhaust some of my feelings, So, more or less, like, you know, I had gone through a lot and it was a way of crying, on paper. So, I would just record the songs and listen to them myself.
Right.
And one day, I think my husband came in the studio. I had recorded like over 2 albums worth of songs at this time. And he's like, well, I'm kind of tired of listening to your songs
That's messed up.
with just me and you, don't you? And so shot, but I didn't become enthusiastic about the career until probably about my second or third album.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Um. Now,
Yeah.
so I haven't heard any of your prior stuff. I just heard what is it? I don't want to say it wrong. It's a Odogu, right? Is that the name of the project
Odogu.
you have out
Yeah.
right now? Odogu. Okay. Um. So
Yeah. Yeah.
what style? What do you consider your style of music? Because I kind of have my own thoughts about but what do you consider what you do when it comes to your music?
On an overall view, I would honestly just say it's truth music, life music. Like,
Right.
because I do so many different genres. I mean, I've done soul, hip hop, R&B, funk, jazz,
Yeah.
so it's kind of hard to put me in any type of a genre or place me in any steady place because I can be all over the place.
Right.
Odoku is an Afrobeats album, but my strong points are probably funk and soul.
Okay. Okay. Now all the all the different genres that you just said to me were all in that album, in that project, The Dog Rule. Like you rap, you sang, I heard the Afro beats, I heard the I mean, so like to I, first of all, and I told you this, I inboxed you on Instagram. I love I love the album. I love the album. I've been trying to play it as much as I can outside the gospel realm, just because sometimes the music transcends the label. You know what I'm saying? And your music is like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Your music is like, you can't listen to any of those songs and not like starting, tapping your toes or kind of moving your hips and getting into it. Um, is that what you wanted to come out from this project?
Yeah. Like I wanted the energy to be high and intense. Um we live in a society now where a lot of people are depressed. And if I can be of any encouragement, more than just being churchy, but giving you a sound or a vibe of energy that makes you feel happy,
Right,
that makes you feel blessed, that you know, I mean, and so with that consistent, make it flow so that
right,
hopefully by the end of the album, a person, that might have been going through some type of depression or, may have had a bad day, can get that energy, feel good, walk in the house feeling great.
exactly. And no, and I'm telling you, we're gonna make sure they understand how to get a hold of the album, where they can find it, where they can stream it, all that good stuff. Uh, Start to finish, how long did this project take?
Hmm. Probably about maybe 4 months.
Okay, that's pretty
I
good.
wanted to put emphasis on my the artists, so I got with a few of them. I definitely wanted the flavor of Africa, so I called one of my brothers
Right,
in Lagos, Nigeria, to put that African flavor on there with the accent, and that's where Adogu actually came from.
uh,
Um, and so I don't know, about 4 maybe 5 months total. I think it probably took. It wouldn't have taken that long if I had questions about one of the songs on the album,
okay,
and I did like maybe 3 or 4 versions of just that one song, trying to figure out. I wanted to get that right feel.
right, right. Okay. Um, Growing up through in your Christian walk, like was there an artist that you looked up to that you kind of wanted to mimic the way that they did things or their sound or um the type of music? Was anybody that you kind of looked up to when you were growing up?
Yeah, like I am an aggressive singer, so I often love to hear aggressive singers. Tina Turner, Macy Gray, um,
Okay.
and then I liked a lot of male vocalists as well. Like, I mean, go old school. David Ruffin, had one of those
Hmm.
extremely strong voices that made you feel differently because he
Right.
sung to the soul. I really love his voice. In a more modern days, I started kind of leaning more towards male singers because of the aggression. It just kind of seemed like um, more female singers was taking more of the higher approach and more softer approach, whereas there wasn't very many raspy people except for Lauren Hill, and Jill
Right.
Scott or Erica Badu. Those types of people, the soul people, you know.
Right.
So I
Hmm.
guess that was my inspiration. Bilal was definitely a great
Okay.
inspiration. His
Right.
firstborn second album really, brought out a lot of great things. It had a lot of great energy in it.
Right. Okay. Now you obviously you just shot off a bunch of amazing artists. If you had the opportunity to go on tour with two artists, who would they be?
Ooh, right now I would have
Yeah.
to go with an older person. I would probably say Erica Badu would definitely be one that I would
Okay.
love to tour with, and probably Mally Music.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, he definitely has a very very nice vibe, and
Right.
a unique style of music, which is what I kind of put myself in the category of.
Okay. Okay. Um, sorry. Um, do you have like a, I don't know, do you have like, and you have a long career ahead of you, but up to this point, is there like a best moment that you've had where you kind of like, you kind of jumped out of your own skin and was like, this is what all the hard work is paid for. This is what all the determination and the sweat and the blood, like this moment right here is why I've done everything and I've sacrificed so much for this. Do you have one of those moments yet?
I think I'm still waiting for that moment. I'm pretty hard on myself, that I've got to do
Right.
better. I've got to, maybe see if I can go harder on this next album or this next single. Um, so I think I'm still waiting, and that's the reason why I'm still out here, because I am waiting for that moment where I feel like this is it. Okay,
Right.
now all the hard work. I'm still putting in labor, still putting in work, still grinding.
I hear you. That's good. That's good. That's good. Do you have a favorite track on this project that is like? I mean, listen, they're all your babies. I understand. I understand. But there's just, is there one where you're like this is my jam right here? Like from yours, is there one specifically that like maybe you love the way the vocals came out, or you love the collaboration, or you just love the way it makes you feel, or how you felt when you recorded it? But is there one song on it that you just love more than the others?
Out of all of the songs, I think Adogo is my favorite one. It's just from the very beginning of it, it
Right.
just lets you know, okay, you get ready to move. I don't care how much you want to sit still, you're gonna move.
It
I
does.
mean, I
It
love
does.
that one.
Right.
Right. But also Lord Have Mercy is one of my favorites. It's like at the beginning of the album, it like instantly your energy as soon as it comes
Right.
on. I think those are probably two of my favorite. Um,
Okay.
the collaboration with Takiti, Great Man, I think was great. Um, there's another song, So Good, with Jaquan on there. He's a great vocalist. I think that's the second song on the whole album.
Right.
So those guys, everybody was amazing. It's kind of hard to depict,
All
but
right. So listen. So we're gonna tell. Let's go over your social media stuff, how they can find you, your YouTube, your Instagrams, wherever you're at, wherever they can find you. Let's make sure that they go immediately after the show. They go to iTunes and they go and scoop up your album. Okay, so let them know how they can find you, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
the best place to go is to Google. You can type in Sarita Versatile Campbell, and it will more than likely bring up all the links to all of the music streaming sites. Facebook
Right.
is Sarita Versatile. Well, actually, I'm going under Phoenix Versatile right now. Um,
Okay.
you can look up Phoenix Versatile or Sarita Versatile Campbell. Crazy thing is, I actually
Okay.
have two different names. So the music falls under two different ones. But if you Google it, you can
Okay.
get all of that information. My website is www.saritacampbell.com. So you can always get me that way as well.
Okay. Okay. And versatile
YouTube,
is
I think,
spelled.
is Sarita Versatile Campbell as well.
Okay. Versatile is spelled Versityle, right?
Versityle.
Right, right, right. Okay, okay.
Yep.
Um, all right. Last question, and then we'll let you go. one bit of advice you would give to an up and coming artist when they hit that brick wall. We all know about that brick wall. That brick wall where you're just like, why am I doing this? I feel like I've hit that I can't think of any more music. Like, give them one piece of advice to help them continue to go forward.
You know what? Look at life. Value every situation you in. Value your surroundings. If you look around and you look at things, people talking, communication of any sort, it compels you to want to write.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Get inspired by everything in life and it'll inspire you to write. Now, there's sometimes when we do get discouraged, sometimes when we want to give up, sometimes when we feel like we don't even want to do music anymore. And it's at those times, in your lowest times, that you can even write about that. Everything, every situation that you're dealing with, you can actually make it a testimony and make it a song.
right. All right. Listen, thank you so much, Sarita, aka Phoenix. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for giving me a few moments of your time. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna stop talking
Hey,
and I'm
thank you
gonna
for
let you.
having
I'm gonna.
me.
I listen. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I'm gonna let you introduce a dog. I want to let you introduce the song, and then we're gonna go right into it. So thank you again. Go ahead, take it over.
All right, this is my new song, Adogu, uh, featuring great man Taki from Lagos, Nigeria. It's like one of my favorite songs on the album, so I hope you cats dig it. I hope you like it.